Students, today I am going to explain the menstrual cycle and its various phases. Menstrual cycle. The menstrual or ovarian cycle or ovarian cycle occurs approximately once in every 28 or 29 days. During the reproductive life of the female from menarche, that means puberty, sexual maturity, to menopause. Menopause means stoppage of menstrual cycle. Except during pregnancy. At the age of 45 to 50, the menopause time starts to the female. The menstrual cycle slowly stops. Four phases of menstrual cycle. One is menstrual phase. Second one is follicular or proliferative phase. Third one is ovulatory phase. Fourth one is luteal or secretory phase. First phase, menstrual phase. Here, in this phase, the menstrual phase starts with the menstrual flow, occurs and lasts for 3 to 5 days. Starts with menstrual flow, occurs and lasts for 3 to 5 days. It is due to the breakdown of endometrial lining. Endometrial lining of the uterus. In the uterus, the inner lining of the uterus is called endometrium. This endometrium only breaks. and its blood vessels also breaks here due to the decline means decrease of progesterone and estrogen. Menstruation occurs if the released ovum is not fertilized. Here already I told you in the fallopian tube only the fertilization will takes place, but here if the fertilization is not happening, then only the menstruation starts. Here absence of menstruation is an indicator of pregnancy. It may be due to the stress, hormonal disorder, and maybe due to the anemia. Now we are going to see the second phase, follicular or proliferative phase. This phase, follicular or proliferative phase, starts from fifth day of the menstrual cycle until ovulation. Ovulation is nothing but release of ovum from the ovary. If it is the ovary, here the primary follicles in the ovary grows and become the fully matured the Graafian follicle. This is the Graafian follicle, fully matured Graafian follicle. These are the primary follicles, and finally it will become the Graafian follicle. Simultaneously, the endometrium regenerates. In the menstrual phase, I told you it will be removed, breaks and removed. And during this phase, in the proliferation phase, the endometrium again it regenerates. The primary follicle in the ovary grows and will become matured Graafian follicle. At the same time, endometrium, that means the inner lining of the uterus, regenerates through proliferation. These changes are due to the hormones secreted by the pituitary. These hormones are nothing but FSH and LH. FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, LH, luteinizing hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. These two hormones are secreted by anterior pituitary, which increase gradually during the follicular phase. It stimulates the secretion of estrogen by the follicle cells of the Graafian follicle. Already I told you, this is the Graafian follicle, mature Graafian follicle. Surrounding this, many follicle cells are present. These follicle cells only secretes the estrogen hormone. During the ovulatory phase, the LH and the FSH attain the peak level in the middle of the cycle. See, on the 14th day, LH surge triggers ovulation. Luteinizing hormone, here it is mentioned here, luteinizing hormone. See the peak level of the luteinizing hormone. The maximum secretion of LH during the mid-cycle is called LH surge, and it induces the rupture of the Graafian follicle. Here the rupture of the Graafian follicle and release of the ovum, and this process is called ovulation. LH and FSH attain peak level in the middle of the cycle, that is about the 14th day. The maximum secretion of LH during the mid-cycle called LH surge. During this, it induces rupture of the Graafian follicle and release of the ovum. Release of the ovum from the ovary wall into the peritoneal cavity. This process is called ovulation. Third phase is ovulatory phase. Here LH and FH attain peak level in the middle of the cycle, that is on 14th day of menstruation. Maximum secretion of LH during the mid-cycle called LH surge induces rupture of Graafian follicle and release of the ovum from the ovary wall into the peritoneal cavity, and this process is called ovulation. Fourth phase is luteal or secretory phase. Luteal or secretory phase. After ovulation I told you already, the release of ovum. After ovulation, the remaining part of Graafian follicle, is changed into a transitory endocrine gland. Transitory, that means temporary. Transitory endocrine gland called corpus luteum. Very important term, corpus luteum. See here, after ovulation, the remaining part of Graafian follicle will be changed into a transitory endocrine gland that is called corpus luteum. This corpus luteum secretes large amount of progesterone, which is necessary for the maintenance of endometrium. After shedding of ovum, it will be converted into the remaining part of the Graafian follicle will be converted into corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum it will become the transitory endocrine gland, and this will secrete hormone progesterone. Corpus luteum secretes large amount of progesterone hormone, which is necessary for the maintenance of the endometrium. Many times I am telling you, the endometrium is nothing but the inner lining of the uterine wall. If the fertilization occurs, it helps for the implantation of the fertilization, that means union of sperm and ovum, occurs, it helps for the implantation, that means fixing, implantation of the fertilized ovum. The uterine wall secretes nutritious fluid in the uterus for the fetus. So this phase is also called secretory phase. During pregnancy no menstruation occurs. In the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates and changes into a scar tissue that is called corpus albicans. This is the corpus luteum and it will be converted into a scar tissue called corpus albicans. It also initiates the disintegration of endometrium leading to the menstruation. Here the menstruation bleeding occurs, making the next cycle. In the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates and changes into a scar tissue called corpus albicans. I showed you the diagram. This is the corpus luteum. This corpus luteum changes into a simple scar tissue that is called corpus albicans. It also initiates the disintegration of endometrium. Disintegration of endometrium leading to menstruation, making ready for the next cycle. Making the next cycle. I hope students you might have clearly understood the 4 phases of menstrual cycle. In this quarantine time, it will be very helpful for you for your preparation. Thank you.